What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about two Yondus, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are talking about two Star-Lords, one Yondu. That is going to be the title of this video clip, and I do not apologize for anything. Been doing some theory crafting. You guys really enjoyed the video I did of Star-Lord, or OG Star-Lord with Doom, and you guys really appreciate that theory crafting. So we're going to try some more today, and we're talking about using both Star-Lords together on a Ravager team. And honestly, it works pretty well. I don't think this is quite viable because it means you will have to really gear up Star-Lord, the OG Star-Lord, to make this work properly. But there is some stuff in place that this team functions just really well. So what's going on is that you need both Star-Lords and you need Yondu together. And the reason why is that you have blinds going out with both T'Challa and OG Star-Lord, and the defense down that Yondu will place on the enemy team with the special through Star-Lord T'Challa. So if you look here at the special for T'Challa on war offense, if Yondu is an ally, apply defense down to all enemies instead of just the primary target. Also applies blind to the main target, and then if this target has blind, steal up to 2 ability energy from that target. Unavoidable. So that defense down that is going to be applied because Yondu is there is going to make it easier for you to then land blinds with Star-Lord. And this special is two parts to special. Number one, the blind on the primary target and a random additional target, and also 2 ability energy to adjacent allies. When I was first trying this, I had Star-Lord and then Yondu next to him, and it really didn't do anything special. What I did was then put T'Challa next to Star-Lord with Star-Lord on the end, and just funneling ability energy into T'Challa, and it did really well. We're going to talk about that in the footage today. Yeah, this was a really fun team, and I was really surprised at how that worked. And obviously, you will want to run Skirmisher on Star-Lord. His focus is nothing too impressive. He doesn't gain offense up because he's not a Ravager. So your regular Star-Lord will not gain that boost in the focus from having Boomer on the team. So this is where like level 5 Skirmisher would probably help boost his focus up a bit as well, but also that defense down on the enemy team means that they will also have minus 50% resistance, which will make it easier for Star-Lord to apply the blind on the enemy team. So yeah, this was pretty much all done through the playtest server where everyone was like tier 15, 4 red, 7 yellow, just to kind of show things. Again, I don't think this is going to be a viable team per se, but it was fun to try it and to just be like, hey, look at what Star-Lord can do with the Ravagers. So we're going to break that down in some footage as well. If you guys do enjoy this video, do find it helpful today, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, there's really not much else to go over here at this point. Yeah, I mean, we already talked about the special here with T'Challa. We talked about our Star-Lord's special, and then Yondu is there to kind of, you know, just apply the defense down the enemy team. One drawback, though, with Yondu being there is that his summons can get put next to OG Star-Lord, which can mess up the energy generation, sort of. The way the speed works is OG Star-Lord, I gotta find a better... If I just call him Star-Lord and just say T'Challa, would that be better? Like, yeah, okay, so Star-Lord has 120 speed. Yondu has like 113, 112, I believe. So Star-Lord will move before Yondu, meaning that his special can put out the ability energy on T'Challa, and then Yondu can summon his minions in. It's where the additional ability energy coming in through the passive on Star-Lord can kind of mess with things if those summons are sitting next to him, because, well, yeah, one of those minions could take the ability energy here, and it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't have it doesn't distinguish between who has full ability energy or not, like you have with Deathpool and her passive. This will just go to any adjacent ally. So summons can kind of mess with this, but between stealing 2 ability energy with T'Challa and then another 2 ability energy coming in from Star-Lord here, possibly another 1 to 2 from his passive, you can basically have T'Challa use his special, then his ultimate, and then his special again right after, which is absolutely insane that you can basically double dip and ability energy stealing very quickly. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go into the footage here. So first up, it's going to be a Merc team. This is a Shuri Killmonger variant. And this is like the one team I'm not too keen on using my Ravagers against, because Ravagers are by nature very squishy, low armor, low health, but very high damage. They're a glass cannon build. And I brought in Ravager Bruiser here for the defense up. And in some other compositions, I actually bring in Emma because Emma does help cleanse some negative effects, but also is able to kind of, reduce the enemy speed, put speed down on them at the same time. So here we go. Defense down on the enemy team. No blind, so no ability energy stolen here. But now, we've got defense down the entire enemy team. So this is going to really help our Star-Lord here. And again, this is why I'm not keen on using them against Mercs, because look at this. Both my Star-Lords are very low on health already. But now, we're going to put blind on Killmonger, so we don't have to worry about him hitting pretty hard. I should have also tried to put blind on Taskmaster for his counters and assists. Probably would have been a little more helpful here. But either one, you can't really go wrong with either one. Though I think blind on Taskmaster would have been a bit better. So now we're going to steal some health from that enemy Taskmaster. Then we're going to start reducing speed bar on these characters. Killed off Killmonger. There went the enemy summon. Or there went our rumor summon. There went Taskmaster. And now we just kind of clean up at this point. Nothing too crazy. The defense down is really, really helpful. And that's why I like using Yondu with this. Because that defense down makes it so much easier for you to apply blind with the regular Star-Lord too. So, the blind is always like very, very helpful because with that, the enemy is guaranteed to miss unless they are immune to blind. Unless they have like 200% accuracy, like Cyclops, like Daredevil. Blind really prevents them from doing damage. Unless it's also an unavoidable attack. But still, like, this blind is just very helpful. So if you can get 3 blinds out on the enemy team very early on the match, you've got a possibly good, you've really thrown things in your favor. So here's me fighting Black Order. And this is where Star-Lord could be a problem because he's a hero controller. And that means Ebony Maw can give the enemy team barrier. Yeah, it's not ideal, but, I figured, why not? Let's try it. And, again, these are all, like, punch across or minor punch downs. Like I said, I don't really know how viable this is, but it's just fun to kind of do this theory crafting and see what we can do here. Now, this is where the Skirmisher combo with both T'Challa and Boomer comes into play, and it's kind of helpful here because you basically have you have your T'Challa hit Cole Obsidian, but then you also have the assist from Boomer. So T'Challa places the vulnerable on the enemy, and then Boomer assists, and because he has Skirmisher as well, then that will get rid of the taunt on Cole Obsidian, and that'll allow you to go for some other characters. Also, there's a weird issue here, and I sent it to Scopely, not sure if it's a bug or just some weird interaction that I've just never noticed before. But you notice we're going to hit Cole Obsidian. We got counter on Thanos. So I think this one's kind of weird, and I did some testing on it. So basically what happened is because I put blind and defense down on Cole Obsidian and did damage to him, Thanos countered, which I thought was really, really weird. I'm checking to see if that's a bug or if that's actually working as intended. Because if I was to say use Emma's special here against a full Black Order team that had counter, her special, when she puts speed down on them, they don't counter. So I'm assuming because I did damage here to Cole Obsidian, Thanos is then forced to counter. It's an odd interaction because I never actually damage Thanos. And I never damage Thanos with the speed down from Emma's special. But again, and there you go. See? Like I put blind on Thanos and Proxima, and now we get the retaliation from Cole Obsidian. So it's a weird issue. I've forwarded to Scopely, see if they know exactly what's going on there, and see if they have any say if that's correcting or if that's working as intended, or that is indeed some kind of bug. It was happening in the test footage too. I just never noticed it. But here we go. So you've noticed we got blind on Thanos, and that means that Thanos for a turn is not going to be able to hit. And I could have delayed this possibly so that I lined this up with his ultimate, so his ultimate missed, which is fine. But also, I'm going to kill Thanos right here. Copy everything. Boom. Look at that hit. 613k crit with that ultimate. And that was going to get a double tap from Boomers as well. So, yeah, not bad at all. There you go. Yondu's just stealing everything. Still got that blind on Cole Obsidian, which is just absolute money right now. Finished off Corvus. Kill off Proxima. You can see also Star-Lord doesn't do a lot of damage with these attacks either. Boom, there you go, done. So, yeah, this is where, like, those blinds are really good. And you have that blind on Cold Obsidian, and then you put blind over on Thanos. That could help prevent him from using his ultimate. That could do a lot of damage to you. Also feed ability energy. So then, I had to try Eternals with this. Because, I mean, we already got Emma here, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see. Will Star-Lord make things better? The answer is yes, but you have to do it in a certain way. And I'm going to show you a bad attempt first, just so you guys can see what I did wrong, and then I'm going to show you an attempt where I got things right. So, we always go for Cloak here, because Cloak has his ultimate on that first turn, does a ton of damage, and can put blind, heal block, disrupt, can do a ton of nasty negative effects to your team. And Dagger gets to use her ultimate her second turn. This is an unavoidable special, so we're going to put blind on Cloak. We're going to steal that ability energy, take him low on health. That's fine. Now here, I decided to try to put blind on Icarus, and that was a bad idea. And you can see there, even with that defense down and with Skirmisher on my Star-Lord, still got resisted on the blind here for Cloak, which yeah, is surprising. So, like, this is another reason why I don't think this is quite viable, but it is fun to do the theory crafting. So what's going to happen here in a second is that Dagger's going to go nuts. She's going to kill a bunch of summons, and then that death pool is going to go crazy and just start murdering me. And then, yeah, we lose the boomer summon, which is automatically a problem because then we don't get the speed bar reduction that we need against Icarus. Icarus is going to go off on his ultimate. There you go. So yeah, at that point I stopped. So I tried again, and this time I knew I need to get the blind on Dagger, which is what I did. So, blind on Cloak from the special from T'Challa, steal that ability energy. Blind on Dagger, so that her special doesn't hit everybody. Don't need to worry about blinds. And that time I was actually able to put blind on Cersei, too. Crazy stuff. Speed bar reduction on the two Eternals. Summon in the minions with Yondu. Speed down the enemy team from Emma's special. Blind on Dagger, so her special doesn't do anything. And now we just start doing damage to the Eternals, reduce their speed bar as much as possible. Dagger's going to miss. Or, sorry, Cloak is going to miss. Gonna do some more damage there to Cloak to finish him off, or to get him low on health. Ultimate on Icarus, finished him off. And this is the tricky thing, too. Make sure the enemy Icarus, about 50 to 60% health. He's got defense down from the Yondu T'Challa special combination. Now you use that ultimate, you're going to get 2 assists from the boomer summons, and then the passive triggers with Icarus to heal him back up. So you have a window here to get rid of Icarus. There you go, 320k on that, a 214k assist from that Ravager boomer, normal summon, or normal ally. Finish off Cloak, finish off Deathpool, and look at that. Once again, the special from T'Challa is ready to go. We're going to steal some ability energy over there. Finish off Dagger, and now we work on Cersei. So yeah, this worked really, really well. I was surprised that how well it worked, but considering it's a geared up Star-Lord, I can't say this is truly something you should be doing, but it's there. And then finally, my favorite, Eternals plus Silver Surfer plus Doom plus Minerva. This is a fun one. So we're gonna steal ability energy from Doom. I believe, who do we go for on this one? Yeah, okay, we went for Icarus here on this one. Stole ability energy from him. We're gonna blind. See, I went to put the blind on Surfer. Surfer resists, because Surfer has a lot of resistance here. Reduce speed bar on characters. We're gonna end up trying to steal ability energy from Doom here in a minute. Yeah, not ideal here. Took some damage from Surfer. That blind would have been really nice to have. Speed down. And then we're gonna just start kind of doing some damage to these characters. There's a basic here. Also, like, I should mention it more often, the basic from Ravager does a ton of damage. 260k crit there from the Ravager Stitcher. And then there was an assist from Boomer that got covered up. But there you go. So now we're gonna keep working on Icarus and Cersei, probably just trying to finish them off. If I can get rid of Icarus, things are much better. Cersei is not as big a threat as Icarus. Icarus can flip, has a ton of damage on him, but also can reduce speed bar. Just barely survived that hit from Cersei. Now, we're going to try to finish off Minerva. And keeping an eye on Doom. You have to be very careful. Look at how close Doom was to gaining, to falling below 50% health. We'll put Blind on Doom, steal that ability energy, get that defense down on the enemy team. Doom's gone. Work on Silver Surfer. Again, not much damage with our regular Star-Lord, but, you know, the blinds and the vulnerable he's applying, it's more than enough. So, that's going to really wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is this something you're going to even consider? I know some people were thinking about trying this, because when I talked about my alliance last night, some people mentioned that they had thought about trying to see what they could do. So, here you guys go. If you're wondering about both Star-Lords and the Ravager team, here's some evidence to show that it can really work. We'll have to build up that Star-Lord most likely, but let me know what you guys think down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.